She didn't knock. She didn't call out. She charged straight through my cabin door with a croquet mallet and a screech that could peel paint off walls. Citizens arrest. You're breaching Regulation 47B. I was in my robe, cereal halfway to my mouth, when wooden shards rained across my kitchen floor. She jabbed a finger at me like I was an escaped convict. Unregistered habitation. Then my guest, a soft-spoken woman enjoying her coffee by the fire, stood up and said coolly, "Ma'am, that was felony breaking and entering." What she didn't know, my guest was a federal prosecutor. I'm Mason Trent, 42, owner of a weathered lakeside cabin in the quiet community of Briar Ridge Cove. I'm a tech consultant, an introvert by choice. The cabin is my solitude from the buzzing screens of my work life. No nosy neighbors, no traffic, no drama. Until Claudia Grimshaw took over the HOA, she declared herself chief regulatory officer and distributed glossy leaflets titled, "Community Purity Through Persistent Oversight." Around her neck hung laminated IDs like ceremonial medals. Her golf cart had sirens. She wore a whistle, and she believed she had the power to arrest residents. Claudia was 5 feet of tyrannical order, crowned by a helmet of platinum hair untouched by the wind. Her cart had a strobe light. She used it hourly. It began harmlessly. She spotted chimney smoke during a Tuesday lunch hour. She stomped up to my porch and declared, "Unauthorized thermal emissions. Documentation required." I tried explaining the legality of wood-burning fireplaces. She slapped me with a citation, argumentative demeanor toward WA command. The fines came next. $50 for a mailbox that violated the font standards of Section 5.1. Then a penalty for weekday residency indicators, because apparently working remotely was taboo. My favorite, $75 for ambient aromas suggestive of cured meat. Olfactory contamination, she called it. She tried labeling my cabin as derelict due to the absence of decorative wreaths. When that failed, she plastered a "condemned" sticker on the front window, decked out with glitter glue and cartoon flames. I filed an appeal. She created new forms only available on the third Tuesday of even-numbered months. So I called in backup. My college friend, Elise Hart, a federal prosecutor specializing in abuse of power cases. She arrived in jeans and a Harvard Law hoodie, blending in as any guest might. That weekend, we documented every absurdity, the sticker, the sirens, her erratic behavior. Apparently Claudia had eyes on us. Saturday night, she left 3 voicemails, each more frantic than the last. "I know what you're up to, Mason. Harboring a suspect is a federal offense. My team is alert." Her team was a Facebook group, Local Vigilance League. 7 members, mostly her aliases. Sunday morning, everything went still. No sirens, no notices. Elise and I were finishing breakfast when we heard it. A golf cart engine revved like a jet ski. Then came the explosion. My 50-year-old oak door blew open. Claudia stormed in wielding a croquet mallet like a battle axe. Splinters flew. She was breathless, eyes wild. "Suspicious cohabitation. You're under WA detainment." I blinked at my floating cereal, trying to comprehend what I was seeing. Elise rose slowly, set down her coffee, and pulled her badge. "Ma'am, please listen. You just committed multiple felonies. Breaking and entering, property damage, attempted false detainment. What law grants you this authority?" Claudia waved her laminated tag. WA Article 47B permits intervention by compliance leaders. Elise tilted her head slightly. "That's not law. That's a fantasy. Sit down before this gets worse." Claudia didn't sit. She raised her mallet and screamed, "I am the law. Here." Then she lunged. She reached for Elise's phone, maybe to destroy the evidence. Elise sidestepped. Claudia crashed into the kitchen table. Plates flew. Juice spilled. Fruit Loops everywhere. She groaned on the floor, muttering about constitutional WA immunity. Elise calmly dialed. "This is Prosecutor Elise Hart, badge 6032. Immediate response needed. We have an intruder detained." 20 minutes later, 2 county deputies arrived. They took in the scene, the wrecked door, the glittery sticker, Claudia covered in cereal. The senior deputy sighed. "Ma'am, do you have legal arrest powers?" Claudia, still damp with orange juice, stood proudly. "I am duly elected Chief Regulatory Officer of the Briar Ridge WA." "That doesn't authorize you to assault people," the deputy replied. "It was a lawful intervention," she insisted. "No," the younger deputy said, "it was a felony." Elise handed them her footage. Claudia's entrance, the threat, the attack. They cuffed her gently. As she was led to the patrol car, She wailed, I'm preserving property values. I am the WA. News spread faster than wildfire. A special WA meeting convened within hours. Elise and I attended. The room overflowed with residents. Many brought their own petty violation notices. The acting chair, a twitchy man named Greg Tilden, opened the floor. Residents took turns. An old woman fined for lawn gnome overpopulation. A young couple accused of porch affection. A veteran cited for a flag that waved too enthusiastically. The vote was swift. 24 for removal. None against. One abstained. Claudia's husband, who left midway muttering, finally, silence. But the story wasn't over. Claudia faced multiple charges: unlawful entry, destruction of property, attempted wrongful detainment, assault. The DA took the case, citing overwhelming evidence and a disturbing pattern of abuse. At her arraignment, Claudia tried to defend herself using WA bylaws. The judge cut her off. Ms. Grimshaw, this court does not operate under neighborhood fantasies. Her lawyer whispered desperately. She finally nodded. Yes, Your Honor. The trial was brutal. Elise testified with cold clarity, detailing Claudia's crimes and the broader implications of impersonating authority. The glittery sticker. Exhibit A. The video. Nail in the coffin. The court ordered a psychiatric review. Results showed obsessive need for control and authority delusions sparked by her WA role. She was convicted. Her sentence: 2 years probation, 300 hours of service helping elderly residents with home upkeep, mandatory therapy, and $12,000 restitution. When the judge announced it, Claudia gasped, 12,000. Yes, for every splinter, every fine, every Fruit Loop.